Hey guys, it's Malia from Bombastic Yarn. Welcome back to my channel. I've been away for a while because, well, life. We all know how that goes. So anyway, in our previous video, I taught you guys how to do a single crochet. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to do a double crochet, and then the next video, I'll teach you how to do a treble. And then there's the half double crochet and there's a half treble. Anyway, we'll get to all that later. In this video, we're just going to focus on how to do a double crochet and how to do a row after row after row. So I have a light colored piece of yarn here, worsted weight. I have my size J hook. It's a focus camera. There we go. It's a 5.75 millimeter hook. Oh, you guys want to see something interesting? So I have two size J crochet hooks, right? This one's a 5.75 millimeter, and then this one is a 6.0 hook. I don't know why that is. And actually paying attention to it now, it does feel a little bigger. Well, clearly they're both different sizes, but I never paid attention to that until before I started this video, yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool. Thought I'd show you guys. So anyway, here's my hook. Here's my yarn. And let's get started. So, first we're going to start with our slip knot. And you do that by wrapping the yarn around your index finger. Grab both ends with your other hand. Twist the loop. Stick both your thumb and your index finger inside, and you're going to want to grab the running yarn. So grab that, and then you're going to pull until you get yourself a knot, and now you have your slip knot. Okay, and then next we're going to grab our crochet hook, stick it through our slip knot, and then you're going to want to hold the tail with your middle finger and your thumb, and then you're just gonna pull. And now the slip knot's now securely wrapped around your crochet hook. Alright, so as always, we're gonna do our foundation chain. That's what it's called, a foundation chain. I don't remember what I called it in the last video. I think I called it a running cord or something. Anyway, it's a foundation chain. So we're going to wrap some yarn around our hook, around our finger. I don't know why I'm having trouble with words today, but we're going to keep going. And we're going to make a chain of 10. Now remember, to make a chain, you wrap the yarn around your hook, pull through the loop, and that makes your first chain. Wrap your yarn around the hook, pull through the loop. That's our second chain. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, that's our third chain. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, that's our fourth chain. Wrap and pull through, 5. Wrap and pull through, 6. Wrap and pull through, 7. Wrap and pull through, 8. Wrap and pull through, 9. Wrap and pull through, 10. We now have 10 chains, but we're going to make one more. We're going to make 11. And the reason being, because whenever you start your project, you start from the second chain from the hook, because it's impossible to start in the very first, because as you saw, my stitch was about to come out. So that's impossible. So you always start from the second chain from the hook. And then that'll leave you doing 10 double crochets. Anyway, let me fix this. Okay, so we have 11 chains. So to start your double crochet, you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook And you're going to stick it through the second chain from the hook, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through and drop a loop. Now you see you have 3 loops on the hook. And you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, and you're going to pull through 2 of the loops. So you're going to pull through the first one, and then you're going to pull through the second one, leaving you with 2 loops on the hook. And then you're going to wrap your yarn around the hook a final time and stick it through both loops. And then you've created your double crochet. And then we're going to do it again, moving on to the next stitch. Wrap your yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch, wrap your yarn around the hook, pull through, drop a loop. That's leaving you with 3 loops on the hook. Pardon me. Wrap your yarn around the hook, pull through 2 loops, go through 1, and go through 2. That leaves you with 2 loops on the hook. Wrap your yarn around the hook a final time, pull through, and you've created your second double crochet. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, drop a loop, leaving 3 loops on the hook, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook, wrap the yarn around for a final time, stick it through, and you created your third double crochet. And now we're going to do this 7 more times. Remember, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, drop 3 loops, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2, wrap the yarn around again, pull through the final 2. That's your 4th double crochet. And we're going to do that until we get to the end. And then when we get to the end, I will show you what to do. So remember, you wrap, stick it, wrap, stick it through, wrap and pull through, wrap and pull through 2, wrap and pull through 2. Yeah. So let me go ahead and finish this. And let me grab some more yarn here. Okay, so we're at our final stitch. So remember, wrap, stick it through the stitch, wrap and pull through, leaving 3 loops along the hook, wrap, pull through 2, 1, 2, wrap, pull through the final 2. And now you will have 10 double crochets. And the way you count that is, okay, so here this is where we started, but you don't count this as a double crochet. So the way you count, so here's your first one. I'm trying to pull it apart. Okay, so here's your first one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 double crochets. Now remember, we started out with a chain 11. And also remember, when you start your project, you always start from the second chain from the hook, because it's impossible to start with the first one on the hook. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to continue. So now that we're at the end of our row, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then you're going to turn your work. And we're going to go back this way. And then we're going to go back. There's hair. 1 second. Yucky. All right. So then we're going to go back this way, and we're going to start in this first chain here, this first stitch here. And you're going to want to, you stick, ooh, focus. There we go. And then you're going to stick your hook through these two loops right here that look like a V. And that's what you're always going to do whenever you are working on a project. Your stitches should look like these. Okay. So remember, so we're going to start a second row. Remember, you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook and you're going to stick it through this stitch right here, the very first one. And see, you got your two V's. Your V. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, draw up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2. There. You've made your first double crochet. We're going to do it again. We're going to go into this second stitch right here. Wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn, pull through 2, 1, 2. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through 2. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through. You're going to drop a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2. We did 3. We have 7 double crochets left. So let's go ahead and continue. I just did my 4th one. Remember, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, drawing up a loop, gives you 3 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through 2, 1, 2, wrap the yarn and pull through. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to the end and I'll show you. Give me 1 second. I need more yarn. Alright, so I am on my 9th. I just did my 9th double crochet. So you see right here, it kind of looks a little weird at the end. That's okay. So what you're going to do, to identify your last stitch, you just make sure you're going to find it over here. Hold on, I'm having a little bit of trouble. I'm trying to see over my camera. So yeah, there's the V stitch right there at the very, very end. So wrap your yarn around the hook, stick it through 2, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, drop a loop, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through 2, 1, 2, wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through. There. You've just completed your 2nd row of double crochets. And this is what it looks like. And then everything, you just keep repeating. Remember, to start your new row, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. And you're going to start in this very first stitch right here. See? Just like that. And then you just continue from there. And that's all you do. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, I hope it is easy for you guys. I know crocheting is not for everybody. And I can also say the same for knitting. I've tried to learn how to knit and it didn't go well. There could be another YouTube idea right there. I could like record myself trying to learn how to knit, and you'll see how frustrated I'll become. Something comedical. But yeah, so there you have it. So remember, wrap the yarn around the hook, stick it through the stitch, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, drop a loop. You got 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through the last 2, and that's your double crochet. And that's all you do if you're working with a project and all you're doing is double crochets. Super, super simple. Let me get to this end here. All right, so I think we're going to end here for today. And there you go. We have 3 rows of double crochets. I hope this video was very helpful to you guys. If so, please like my video, subscribe. I will also link my 2 other videos in the description below, so you can revert back, you know, in case you need like a little refresher and everything. I do have a website where I actually do sell stuff that I crochet. I'll link that below. I'll link down my Instagram, my social medias, and you can follow me through there. Until then, until we meet again, have a great day.